This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatic Sidekicks podcast.
Who you calling a sidekick?
Welcome back to We Are Steve Batman. Anyway, I am Phil, as always. This is No One Sidekick.
Well, how are y'all?
We're back to discuss the two-part conclusion that's last week. We can start, especially this first one.
Oh, you thought you got away? I've lulled you into a false sense of security, buddy.
Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Alright, so, yes. So should we just dive into these?
Yeah, I mean, you should have listened to last week's episode. This is a continuation. We told you to do your homework.
Yeah.
So spoilies be ahead.
And if you haven't, you could easily go back, just scroll down to last week and download that last week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because We Are the Night, now weekly!
Just like DC. Batman all the time.
Because the kids love the Batman.
Kids love the Batman merch. I don't know about the actual Batman stuff now, but I digress. And away we go. 4/21, cover date July 88.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord.
I love this cover, though. It's very stunning.
Oh, yeah, just the woman's face, yeah.
Talk about the shadow of the bat.
Oh. But the title, Elmore's Lady, oh boy.
Like, is this a brothel? What's going on here?
Oh, it's worse than that.
No, I know. You would wish it was a brothel.
Oh.
10 women. 10 murdered women.
Yes. The dumpster slasher has now claimed 10 innocent women, including...
How 80s is this?
Oh, yeah.
We don't put them in refrigerators. We put them in dumpsters.
That's right. Including Bruce...
Disposable!
Including Bruce Wayne's friend, Kate Babcock. There are no
We'll use that term loosely.
Well, I mean, they're actually friends.
Gone too soon. He couldn't bone her.
Oh.
Too bad playing nice guy Chad.
There are no clues because the killer isn't doing it for financial gain. They seem to be just killing for pleasure.
Is it Joker? Is it just random?
And you know it's the 80s because Batman just sits in Commissioner Gordon's office and remarks that there should be 11...
Talking to his boyfriend with the windows drawn. Everybody's at the window going, ooh!
Can you imagine? He would never sit in front of Gordon these days.
Couldn't. Oh. 80s, there was no such thing as plausible deniability.
I know. And remarks that there should be 11 victims based on the killer's pattern. Gordon assures him that his men are going through every dumpster. Batman goes on patrol, still furious. Batman...
He says, I want this one.
Ew.
Dear God, I want this one so bad I can taste it. Easy, Bruce. Easy, Bruce. That taste is still in my mouth.
The taste of...
And look at Gordon. He's like, what about me, sir?
Oh.
You got some energy left for me? Look, he smoked his little pipe. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Gordon.
Batman rescues...
And then this becomes a journey of man pain. I knew number 5, really. Number 5, okay.
Number 5, well, number 5 still not alive.
Oh, get out.
And look, as Batman swings out of that office, Lilith's favorite red skies.
Oh, because of course. I mean, another day in Gotham, red skies. Don't worry about it.
See, look, we're topical.
Red skies never mean anything good in any comic book universe.
No. Topical, because Batman the Animated Series is coming back.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Wait, did they say that Tim was on board?
I don't think they've given many details. It's just that they're going back to Batman the Animated Series.
Because if Bruce Timm's not there, I don't want it.
Bruce Timm.
I don't want it at all.
Bruce Timm, Kevin Conroy, and Mark Hamill. Yes.
Yeah. If we can't get this, the actual Trinity, I don't want it back. I don't want it.
Oh boy, here we go. Batman.
Flipping my way downtown, walking fast, and I'm bloodthirsty. Look at him go.
Tapping my way downtown.
That is reserved for Daredevil, the devil you know.
See. Batman wanted to tap his way downtown.
Ooh.
Batman rescues a homeless man named Elmore getting beaten up by thugs.
Get it? Did you put the feather in your cap? Are you pulling it out now? You putting that pin in the board?
Elmore brags to Batman that he is married now and he met his wife in a dumpster. Batman,
Not even a refrigerator box, a dumpster.
I know. What a honeymoon. Batman follows Elmore back to his home on the railroad tracks where he discovers the 11th victim. Elmore found her corpse, named her Susie, and propped her up as his wife. Batman calls Gordon in to retrieve the body and has Elmore sent to Arkham Asylum.
Really? Arkham Asylum's for hardened criminals that get a good deal with the lawyer, pretend to be insane? Really, Batman? Batman's out of touch and he's been out of touch. Hashtag fight me.
I don't know if he even chose, but I mean, Arkham's supposed to be, you know.
It's literally now the caption is for the criminally insane.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's for the criminal.
This guy's got a really sad sob story too, but.
Who, Elmore the glue sniffer?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, ooh. You can tell it's the 80s.
The scary part is, what did he do with that body? Because Batman's like, what's she wearing? He's like, oh, some of my old clothes. So did he literally change her clothes?
We've got some hints of necrophilia, sir. Yes, we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are we sure Frank Miller didn't write this? Women in dumpsters, necrophilia. I don't know. This has got a Frank Miller vibe.
No.
This is hashtag edgy. Hashtag edgelord.
No, isn't this Thanos' daddy, Jim Starlin?
It is.
But yeah.
I think he lost a bet to Frank Miller, and that's that.
That's what I'm saying. It's dark, man. Oh, no. Oh, please. Please. It wouldn't be implied. The rape would be, on Main Street if it was Frank Miller.
Touche, sir. Touche.
Every one of these women would be raped and murdered.
Head probably decapitated too, just for good measure.
And as a double entendre, Frank Miller.
Just in case Maz is listening, double entendre.
Love you, Mozzie.
All right.
What a geek!
What?
God calls him a geek.
The killer.
Those little two punks beating him up.
Oh, who, Elmore?
It's like, that's not what a geek is, bro, but okay.
Wait.
Expand your vocabulary.
All
It looked like he gives him the old Three Stooges.
What?
But Batman bangs their heads together. The old Three Stooges.
Hey, who says Batman doesn't have a sense of humor? A sense of humor.
Only when he's beating up criminals. That's where he sparks his joy.
So they're just being Elmore up for the hell of it, aren't they?
Beat me up Elmore instead of tickle me Elmo.
He's wearing green and he lives in a dumpster. His name should be Oscar.
Wait, DC? Warner Brothers owns.
Now they do.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max, right next to Harley the Animated Series.
What is it? Elmo the Late Late Show, or Not So Late Show?
The super early show.
Anytime you want it show.
That's a drop.
The Anytime You Want It show.
Don't worry about it.
So anyway, yes, after Elmore gets sent to Arkham, yeah.
His name shall be Elmo from here on out. You know what we mean. A dragon and a fist. And I just don't know how to feel about that.
The killer was spotted in a van that Batman recognizes as belonging to the Iron Dragons street gang in Chinatown.
Racist.
You know how long it's been since Lilith's got an Iron Dragon? Batman tells...
Not as long as one would think. Moving on.
Oh my! Someone's breaking quarantine and furniture.
Gross.
What? Iron Dragons?
Breaking quarantine and being around people.
Oh. I knew I'd call your bluff. Batman tells them he just wants to ask a few questions, but their leader, Lee, orders everyone to attack. Batman defeats the gang members. Duh. The last one...
Like, why would you put your logo on your van? I'm just...
Branding.
In Gotham.
Branding.
Batman's gonna find you, bro. You're making it too easy.
I guess they wanted to appear tough to the other gangs. Look, we ain't afraid of no Batman.
He's like, I try to reason with them at first. I'm like, Batman, you don't reason when you see criminals. You get your jollies off on this, bro.
Well, I tried to reason with them.
Exactly. With the only language they know, violence.
Shit music. So
I should have known better. Exactly, Batman. Exactly.
Yes, because the last one reveals that they were all in jail after fighting the Diamondbacks, and their van was in police impound during.
No, not those Diamondbacks. Not that Diamondback. That's Marvel.
Diamondback. He also requests that Batman punch him in the face so he doesn't look like a snitch. Batman happily obliges.
My pleasure. Are you serious?
Mama, we heard you speaking of dead bodies. Do we have another job?
I love my dogs.
And that article with that one, what was it yesterday about turning human bodies into mulch?
I wish I had a human body to turn into mulch right about now.
Hey-oh. Pulverize it. But I like that one page where it's like there's only one text box at the top and the rest is just silent, him kicking the crap out of those gang members.
Yeah.
Good
work if you can get it.
Kicking guys, kneeing some guy in the throat. Or elbowing some guy in the throat. But yeah, I love it's the guy with the glasses. He has to take his glasses off. Can you punch me first? Make it look like I didn't talk. Sure. The only police officer working the impound lot during all the killings was Victor Gambbattista.
Sure.
Yes. Batman goes to the station and asks for him, but...
Come on, he's Italian. You should have asked your wife how to say that.
I know. Gambbattista hears him and flees. Batman decides to visit his apartment, but he is interrupted by a purse snatcher who wastes his time. I love that. I love it. I love those panels. The guy runs away, pulls out a gun when he sees Batman, and next thing you just
finally someone with some damn sense.
The next thing you see is just Batman standing there with the lady whose purse got stolen. She's like, "Oh, I wait with her while the ambulance comes."
I was gonna say, he's trying to get his Spider-Man on. He's giving old ladies their purses back, but with a twist. Pete just leaves them for the cops. Batman wants to watch them be wheeled away.
Man, the hospitals in Gotham love Batman.
Keeping them well, they're poor, so they're not getting that money back. But
yeah, get money from the city. Yes, he are interrupted by the purse snatcher. When he arrives at the apartment, he finds it on fire. And Guillaume Battista stabbed in the back. Guillaume Battista's last act was to write the word cousin in his own blood, pointing to his murderer.
No, Cugino.
Yes, right? Italian for cousin, yeah. No, little cousin. I don't know what you're thinking.
That's what it says, Cugino. Italian for male cousin.
I know. Batman hunts down Guillaume Battista's cousin, a man named Vito Procini.
Of course. Racist.
He breaks into Vito's apartment and begins looking through his things. Vito arrives and tries to stab Batman in the back, but Batman hears him and punches him out, of course. Batman
almost got that knife through the eye, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Batman tries to interrogate Vito, but Vito's larger partner, Carl Brannick, arrives.
Never trust a guy named Carl, especially if it's spelled with a K. Unless it's Winslow. You can always trust Carl Winslow.
Brannick, yes, he certainly is. Brannick says he has just called the cops. Batman is forced to leave because he has no evidence. Once he's gone, Vito suggests to Carl that they stop killing people before they get caught.
It's too risky, man. No, Batman just showed up. Maybe we should stop, man.
Carl, maybe killing people isn't a good idea.
In Gotham? Like, come on.
I know.
Take that show on the road to Star City.
Carl replies, yeah, I mean, at this point, Green Arrow's out of Star City, ain't he? He's in Seattle. Carl replies that Batman is going to go after them no matter what, and they need to find a way to discredit him. His plan involves taking another victim. All right, if this last sentence doesn't sum up Batman, I don't know what does. Elsewhere, Batman broods.
Oh, that's it. That's the show.
Oh my god, that should be our new opening every week. Elsewhere, Batman broods. Dun,
Cue a blonde crying. The Hunt.
Whoa.
Well, that's the next issue. That's what it says.
I know, but I mean, this...
It was with an H, Philip. This isn't the Patreon.
But, I mean, I get that Batman had no evidence, but why was that such a big threat where it's like, you have no evidence, you better get out before the cops get here? It's like...
Or I'll just throw you out the window, and if you live, you live.
And he was just sitting in the commissioner's office towards the beginning of this issue, so it's like, why is he afraid of the cops all of a sudden?
He doesn't want to give his boo any undue necessary red tape, paperwork, things like that. I respect that. When somebody respects your time by not making you have to do paperwork.
I guess, and he doesn't want if he does get evidence, he doesn't want that case to get thrown out.
We're going on the assumption that we're Batman's 66 in this sucker and he's deputized.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to...
he can't embarrass his boo like that.
Yeah,
He just can't.
And he doesn't want to destroy
Don't want
to
taint the trial if there is one.
That's
he wants justice, supposedly.
And this story is reprinted in Batman the Caped Crusader Volume 1.
Good to know.
So, yes, and it's on DC Universe, kids, so.
It's good for something, I guess.
Hey-oh. Hey, it's good now. It's just comics.
Exactly. I have a Comixology, which is linked to my Amazon, so I'm good. I don't need it. So 4/22 is August cover date of August 88. I don't know how this was approved by the Comic Code Authority, but here we are.
What, Batman going all Paul Hogan on the cover? This is a knife.
That's not a knife. Sorry, Ray. Just desserts, baby.
Hey. He sent no feedback this time. It's all up for grabs.
Aussie fanboy not living up to his title.
What the F?
I don't know.
I guess I'm gonna have to go mention Batman on a Moon Knight Nerd podcast. I guess I'm gonna have to do it again.
What the F?
I mean, I think 2's his limit, seems like, because he did send feedback for Daredevil this week, and he actually sent feedback for Nightwing News, so.
Well, okay. As long as he's doing something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's just sitting around doing nothing.
I mean, it's not like he has 30 podcasts.
Nailed it.
Slaying around in his tank top drinking wine. I see you, Ray.
Hey, leave him alone. His birthday is days away.
1 year closer to the grave. I feel you, homie.
And remember, he's my age, so not your age.
Even worse. I kid. But, so, yeah, 2 blonde guys killing girls, throwing them in dumpsters. Okay. Well, that's what you chose to go with. At least you didn't make them people of color, so we'll give Jim that. So easy, because it's the 80s. I mean, have you seen RoboCop, the original? Demolition Man, things like that.
4/22. Doesn't desserts have 2 S's in the middle? Just desserts.
Uh-oh. I would hope this is a typo. I hope not.
It says the same thing in the issue, so I don't know.
All right.
The two dumpster slashers discuss their next crime. Vito does not want to continue now that Batman is on their trail, but Carl assures him everything will be fine. It's revealed that Carl Brannick is deeply misogynistic, believing nobody knows what it means to be a real man anymore, and women's lib has ruined everything.
Oh, they're incels, okay.
I was gonna say, boy, how things have not changed. Yeah, these broads, they don't even like to be grabbed by the you-know-what anymore.
I don't know. He got 4 years. I don't know. Maybe it is. In the right circles, maybe that's still a thing. I don't know. He's a lord. He says the tramps have gotten too uppity and that what they're doing isn't a crime. It's a political statement. Jesus. His murders are political crime. Is he gonna go storm the freaking Capitol next? Like, this is...
I can murder a broad on 5th Avenue. No one could convict me.
I mean, it's the 80s. That's probably true.
And then we see Batman tells Commissioner Gordon about the dumpster slashers and swears to put an end to their depravity. Gordon reminds him that there are boundaries he must respect. Your status as Gotham's semi-official vigilante is a tenuous position at that.
Shady.
Plausible deniability, Batman.
Exactly.
You start playing judge, jury, and executioner, and even I won't be able to protect you. Batman replies that this warning is unnecessary, and he knows the rules. Yeah, this is 80s Batman.
You know, that's just, he's calming his hun down. He's like, hey, hun, I got you. I'm gonna be good. You don't gotta worry about me. I'm gonna go take out the trash.
If this were the
I'm gonna go mow the lawn. It's all right, sweetie. I'm gonna do that. Meanwhile...
If this were the 90s or after, he wouldn't even respond to Gordon. He'd just give him a dirty look.
He'd just disappear.
Yeah. Carl and Vito put their next plan into action. Batman and Robin try to tail them, but both of them lose to the criminals.
Look at those shorty shorts. Like, good grief.
Look at you checking out Jason.
Right.
Carl notices that the same blonde...
He is a redhead. Hashtag canon.
Oh, my. Carl notices that the same blonde woman in his neighborhood keeps staring at him, and he is annoyed by this. Vito follows Carl into the subway, where Carl stabs him to death.
Two can keep a secret if one is dead, homie. Best criminal advice I can give you.
Why do you think I try to stay on Lilith's good side? Carl explains that Vito was a weak link and that he could not risk him confessing. Carl hides the knife under his floorboards. Boy, how original.
Idiot.
Trusting that the next train will leave Vito's corpse unidentifiable. Just toss that knife in the river. Come on. It's Gotham. The toxic.
It's got sentimental criminality value, you know.
Yes,
this is my knife that I killed those women with.
But it's Gotham. That water's like acid. Throw it in there. It'll be gone forever.
Or it could get a dose of Joker toxin and become sentient and come back to kill him. So, you know, I feel you. You might not want to throw it in the river in Gotham. You might not want to do that.
Oh, my. Carl goes out to have a couple drinks with his friends. When he...
Wait, what's that line? Funny how... I can't remember now. Oh, funny how killing builds up a powerful thirst in a man. Did we need to check on Jim Starlin? Did we need to check on him back in the 80s? Did we need to check the floorboards in his old apartment? Is he telling on himself?
I see you living in your glass house, Lilith Hellfire.
I just have beautiful roses in the backyard, no matter what.
An unending supply of mulch. I don't know where she gets it.
It's all organic.
I'm sure it is. When he returns, Batman has found the knife under his floor. Oh, Lord. Oh, look, there's Chad. Bloodthirst. Thank you, Chad. Batman reveals
he's up early.
Yes.
Bless you, Chad.
I forget if he might work the night shift. Batman finds the knife. He reveals that Vito crawled out of the way of the train and they will be able to do an autopsy. Carl attacks Batman, but
benzene test.
Batman attacks Carl, but Batman easily punches him out because he's all drunk. You know?
He's like, hey, in that plan you had, the train missed.
That was the other thing at the end of the last issue. It's like, when Carl walks in, Batman's like, oh, he's a big one. You gotta be careful. I'm like, okay, the dude's big, but how many ninja masters have you studied under? You can't take this guy out.
It's good to see Batman doubting himself, though.
True.
It is. Being cautious, optimistically cautious, as all fighters should. Going into any fight, no matter how well how trained you are, there could be anything that could happen.
And I mean,
I do like that little tidbit.
And the way Starlin was writing, especially 10 Nights of the Beast.
We didn't have Bat-God back. Yeah. This is not the Bat-God era. No.
And in 10 Nights of the Beast that came between last episode and this one, it's like, he even wrote, I think Batman even throws out the line, oh, I'm not as young as I used to be.
Gotta be aware of your limits.
Yeah. So yes, he punches him out. Carl was arrested and put on trial. His lawyer, Brodsky, wins the trial when the judge rules that evidence obtained illegally by Batman is inadmissible.
In Gotham? Really?
Really?
There was a judge and everything? Really? And he's just sentenced him to Arkham? Just stamp, push, buy?
Isn't he duly deputized?
Guess not. I guess that blows our... Well, maybe it was like Arrow, where he could do certain things, but not all things. Like, the evidence does need a proper chain of, command and custody and all those things, maybe.
Maybe. But look, Lilith, he kills 11 women, nothing.
Because you can't citizen arrest someone, so maybe that's the thing? Maybe. I don't know.
But look, he killed 11 women, nothing. He kills one man. Oh, he gets a trial.
Huh? Well, no. Let's specify a white man.
Well, again, it's like Capone. That's the only thing they could nail him on at the time. Batman and Robin continue to watch Carl. Carl notices the same blonde woman staring at him again and decides to kill her later.
Oh. That one last job always gets you, don't it?
Hey-oh!
You're welcome.
Instead of see you later, kill you later. He plans to move out of Gotham, but to kill
Good! Finally, someone with some damn sense.
But to kill that woman as his last big score. But he's stupid, because doesn't he say, oh, maybe I'll check out Metropolis?
I mean, Superman's not worried about murderers. He's got rampaging aliens from across the galaxy at this point.
Yeah, but
he's got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, but you don't think 11, 12 bodies start dropping in Superman City? I mean, especially...
He'll just call Batman. He's like, I think this is your guy. Come do this. Come do the dirty work.
Oh, I mean, yeah, either Superman that's going to take him out or he's going to call somebody. I mean, okay, it's getting too hot in Gotham, the human in the costume. So here, let me go to Metropolis where the guy can see through walls.
Like I said, Star City was the perfect place for all the criminals to... You know what? I need somebody to write that story when Ollie moves to Seattle.
Exactly.
It's like Star City became worse than Bloodhaven.
Chad, just looking for a little death. Hey,
I just died in your arms tonight. One of those.
Maybe.
I know my 80s music references sometimes.
I learned them in history class. Oh, here we go. Because remember, we're only a few months out from Death in the Family. Robin catches a pimp named Charlie.
Oh, here we go.
A pimp named Charlie.
Hey, woman!
Listen, woman.
We're doing me now? Something between your legs like that?
Whoa!
Or you got something else down there?
What is going on in that conversation?
Like the penis.
Where was this for Patreon?
Yeah, if you would have showed up, man.
Give your wife something.
And use the link in our show notes below on Amazon.
Okay, let's actually do the podcast that we get paid nothing for.
No, wait, so Rob. Moving on.
Pirates, arg.
So yes, Robin catches a pimp named Charlie beating a sick prostitute and threatening to cut her. Cut you, sis.
Cut you, bro.
You're
supposed to be over on 8th Avenue working, woman.
Oh, thank you, Chad. Jesus, the Esser drops are intense.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's when you know it gets real, Chad.
I want a mammal.
When the apple juice kicks in.
Sorry to make you listen to all this, Lilith.
The cosmic rod.
My knockers are
Those
fully
tentacles.
So yes. After,
Oh, I love how he's like, oh, you have an upset stomach maybe? Or is it a headache? Whop!
Oh.
Give the old Batman his dick.
Yeah, so after he threatens to cut her, Robin savagely beats the pimp, slapping his head into a brick wall and punching his face repeatedly while he's down.
Get it? Because she's a redhead. Get it?
Oh. Oh, what?
Just saying, not for nothing.
Those redheads have to stick together. And she's a redhead stepchild. So Batman pulls Robin off the pimp, saying the pimp has had enough. Batman asks, what were you trying to do? Kill him? Robin replies, would it have been that big of a loss if I had? This
Dun dun dun. And there's my red hood. There's my red hood.
Died. Oh, we're gonna get there because, like in two, there's a fill-in issue, then a 2-issue arc before Death in the Family, where he just tosses that guy off the balcony. It's like, oh, he slipped.
I love Batman. Yeah, might as well. We'll just forget about this. I'm not equipped to handle emotions. Let's go beat some people up, make ourselves feel better.
I can't handle you. I can't raise children. Alfred raised Dick. Come on.
Exactly.
Carl listens for Batman reports on the radio. Oh, remember when they used to report on Batman on the radio? And here's...
Look at that radio. It's ancient. Not a digital nothing in sight.
Oh, no. What is this, 88? Yeah.
Is that a turn dial? Is that it's not even the old brown alarm that all our parents had.
Oh, no. So I was going to say, it's just a little table or stand there. I was going to say, it's not set on his Betamax, is it?
He wishes he could afford Betamax.
That's true.
It was expensive.
Look at that apartment. In that panel, all you see is a chair and that little side table with the radio's on. That's it, man.
Well, time to go to work. You really don't want an apartment full of furniture when you're murdering people. You know, blood gets everywhere, raises suspicions.
That's why he has no carpet. Okay.
Exactly.
Carl, yeah, he listens for reports.
Although he should have put down the plastic, because blood will seep into the wood. It will.
These are murder chips with Miss Lilith Hellfire.
Well, I loved, what's that show? Las Vegas, CSI. I love CSI, although CSI Miami was the best in the franchise. # fight me. David Caruso, a redhead. I wonder why. I know. Don't at me.
Oh, she's arguing with herself. Oh, but did you see? Yeah, we started getting pictures of Chris Maloney and Mariska Hargitay on the set of Law and Order.
I know.
And then
so look at her, the couple that started it all.
And I guess I don't know if they're going to do that episode the night his show starts. Law and Order.
Obviously, you have to every show that spins off has to do a crossover. I mean, that's the main show now. We don't have Law and Order anymore, so that's the main show.
Well, especially those two, they have got to do that.
I wonder if they're going to kiss and make up. I think they actually did, not kiss and make up, but kiss and make up in real life. Because there was a bone to be had that was picked.
Bone?
I mean, y'all know that old drama, right? I don't have to get into it. Because the way Stabler left pissed me off. So when he left, I left. I came back for a little bit. Cragen left. I was like, all right, there's nothing here for me anymore. And then Munch left, and I was like, there's really nothing here for me. You need the money. Gimme. That's what Mariska said.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's doing good.
Well, the rest of them left. Yeah, it's like, hey, who's going to hold this down? Ice-T?
I really feel a way about that Adam Beach, the character that Adam Beach played. I was just like, you're just going to do my boy of color dirty like that? It's a whole thing. I don't want to get into it. Moving on.
I hear Lil.
Yes, thank you. I agree. Manhunter's the best Hannibal Lecter movie. Flat out.
Fight me, murderinos. So yeah, here's Batman's across town and here, taking down counterfeiters. What?
Who cares? That's just money. Money doesn't even exist. We're off the gold standard at this point. And money is not real anymore. Sorry to break it to you, kids.
Money, time, none of it exists.
We need the money. Gimme. He hit him right in the face with that sack.
More like she stabbed him in the face with that knife.
Oh, yeah, because, yes, he leaves his apartment to kill the blonde woman he saw earlier. The second he tries to pull her into his van, she takes out a shaving razor and slits his throat.
This can't be. The bimbo's cut me.
Carl crawls into a nearby alley where he hallucinates about the woman he killed as he slowly bleeds out.
Ooh. He's got 2 redheads in that crowd.
Oh, see.
A misogynist to the end.
Yeah.
Brats.
You might have had Lilith at some of them blondes, but 2 redheads?
Yeah, you're done.
I was going to say, he didn't have I don't think he had a type, but they're all white women, looks like.
Well, that's kind of how serial killers work. That's why I'm kind of surprised there's 2 redheads in there. So we could just kind of like finesse it and say that they were actually strawberry blonde. I don't believe in strawberry blondes. That's not a thing, but we'll just say that. You're either blonde or you're a redhead. There's no in between.
I love as he's dying. He's like, what did I do to deserve this? You killed
Did not the ghost of those 11 women?
I know, you killed at least 12 people. And he's like, oh, what did I ever do?
They're just women.
And Vito. He was kind of like a woman.
They're just women.
Batman and Gordon investigate his corpse. His killer identifies herself as Judy Kozlowski, the sister of an earlier victim, Linda Kozlowski. Judy was investigating the murders.
She got the drop on Batman.
I know.
Whoa.
She was investigating. Well, he was busy with counterfeiters and stuff. And in a moody sidekick.
White collar crime, eh?
And a moody sidekick. Judy was.
She just got him some Prozac. Would have solved everything.
Oh my lord. Judy was investigating the murders privately and had been staring at Carl to goad him into attacking her. The police tell her this is still illegal, and she says, good luck finding a jury that'll convict me.
In Gotham especially, they don't care.
Exactly. Batman later muses on this with Robin. Robin, Jason Todd, thinks Judy did the right thing, but Batman insists it was wrong. He tells Robin that people can't set themselves above the law, even though sometimes he wishes he could. What the hell does he think he's doing?
See, look, he's a legend in his own mind. That's that old rich white man mentality right there. Like I said, Batman's been out of touch for a very long time. Whether the writers want to acknowledge it or not, he's been out of touch.
I'm not above the law, but I put on a costume and I beat on people before they get a trial. Oh, look.
I send all those poor henchmen just trying to make a living in Gotham to the hospital where it bankrupts them.
Oh, Lilith, Chad agrees with you again. Oh, look, Bruce is more concerned with cash prizes than a pile of corpses. Typical 1%.
If money's worth nothing, he's worth nothing. I'm just saying there's a trail of breadcrumbs to be followed if you want to.
We need the money. Gimme.
So I do love this issue. Like, I love the comeuppance of that smug little bastard. So, because Batman couldn't kill him, so you're just like, how's this gonna play out? Ooh, good. Nice. Justice. How's it feel, Batman? Watching somebody else's vigilantism. How's it feel?
And did you notice that most of this issue was narrated by Carl himself?
Mm-hmm. So you just knew something bad was going to happen to him. It's like when you're watching a TV show and, the character that really hasn't been getting a lot of screen time starts getting a really good story. They're destined for death. Destined for death.
Destiny, death.
Destiny.
Oh, but there's even a note in here about that title. Just desserts with 2 S's is a common phrase meaning someone got what they deserved. This issue spells it with one S in the middle, which would refer to the type of landscape. This is probably a mistake.
Who's got the paper? Who's got the floppy copy? Probably worth a little bit of money.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I mean, but is it worth a lot if every copy has that mistake?
I mean, this is an old Batman, but all of them are kind of sort of worth money. Because people want the runs anyway, so.
This issue is one that works short of being the next season of You.
I love that show! Creepy Stalkers, sympathy for creepy stalkers.
So
it's Gossip Girl meets Pretty Little Liars.
And it says this issue is the final chapter of, is this official, the Dumpster Slasher trilogy?
I didn't even know it was a thing, but okay. Thank you. Thank you, Wiki Notes.
What is this, a horror movie?
It's like, who's writing this?
Again, Jim Starlin.
Kevin Williamson? What is going on?
I mean, Jim Starlin doesn't have doesn't have all his marbles. Because I mean, every story he writes with Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock's the best. It's like, shut the hell up.
You're entitled to like your faves, okay?
I guess. So
I like this. It's a solid B+.
Ooh, nice. Yes.
You get some detective work. You get him, sparking his joy by beating the living crap out of people. You get that nice little change of perspective. The guy gets a comeuppance, and it isn't from Batman. It doesn't come out of nowhere because obviously you keep seeing the girl. You're like, feather in the cap. I don't know what's gonna happen, but something's gonna happen with this one.
And it's not your typical Batman story because he does detective work, but he's not the one who catches the killer.
Exactly. Because Batman is not the only person that could be a vigilante. I mean, Gotham's full of sad sob stories, as this story kind of depicts. It's an everyday occurrence. Batman's not doing a good job. I'm just saying. He's not doing a good job.
But, do you think, like, in these days, if we would have had little blue pills, maybe Carl wouldn't have been so murderous?
No, like, that's the thing. If you've ever, like, spent time on, like, the incel boards and stuff, like, it is toxic masculinity is what causes this. It's okay to cry, bro. It's okay to like nice things like flowers. Like, you don't, just like, seriously, toxic masculinity is the cause of things like this. And you see it every time when there's like a mass shooter or something like that. You go watch his YouTube manifesto.
She wouldn't date me. None of you broads.
I'm just saying, it's kind of correlation may not be causation, but maybe we do a little more research. I don't know.
I guess I just don't get it. But yes, you can like pretty things like flowers. Where do you think you hide your Lilith hides their bodies?
I'm allergic to most flowers, so that's the funny thing. Like, I hate flowers. Ugh.
So did you should we mention Batwoman?
Yes, we have time. We actually have time to mention episode 2 of season 2 of Batwoman. I really enjoy the different community that this new change has brought in. It's just kind of sad that all the critics are kind of, well, a certain sector of comic book TV show critics are kind of, they're kind of lukewarm on it, but it has rejuvenated that community and brought in less toxic people, because even with Ruby Rose, that community was super toxic and I just couldn't get into it. It's like, Ruby Rose can do no wrong. And I'm like, really? Because I see like 35 mistakes. I just, not my cup of tea, but I mean, I really like the chemistry that she has. Like, she's definitely changed up the dynamic.
Oh, yeah.
And like Alice, I love what Alice says, ooh, this woman is willing to kill me, because honestly, Batwoman, she does kill. She can't kill. She, it's like differentiating her from Batman.
And she has no
whole thing.
And she has no connection to Alice besides, oh, you killed my mom.
Exactly. And then her and her, just spoilers, her and her soon-to-be lover ship it, get on board. Get on board. They have that in common. I'm just saying.
That's true. I mean, And I like
that, it's like, oh, she can finally address it because there's another person of color in the room that gets it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I mean, like I said, I'm here for it because I think she's a better actor, at least in this series, than Ruby Rose.
Now, the stunt work, because, there's not actually a lot of black stunt women or even black stunt people in Canada just in general. So I'm not expecting much from the stunt work, to be honest. Like I said, she kind of got thrown into it. It was a whirlwind to get season 2 up and going under any circumstances with how Ruby Rose left it, let alone dealing with a pandemic. You know what I mean?
I mean, she does.
So I'm giving that leeway.
I mean, the stunts don't even have to look perfect either, because she isn't like trained as much as Kate Kane was either, too. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying, don't expect much. That is the one thing. Even, to be honest, even Ruby Rose's stunt work was kind of garbage. She was kind of really resistant to it for whatever reason. Yeah. I'll just leave it at that. I feel such a way about how Ruby Rose left, and like how a lot of people just don't actually know. Like, just it just literally left a really bad taste in my mouth. So I'm glad to see that the team, both behind the scenes and the actors, have just kind of like rallied around, and they're really trying to make a concerted effort to change the tone of the show. Whether, I don't know if I really want, like, I don't need it to be Black Lightning, where it's just blackity black, 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 black all the time. Like, Luke needs to calm down. I don't like Luke at this point. He needs to chill the hell out. So that is my one tidbit. Luke needs to tone it down.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if it's going to be a whole thing where it's like, the minute I admit she's Batwoman, it's like I'm giving up on Kate.
Give up on Kate, bro. It's okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's in story. He don't know.
I know. I'm just saying, it's okay. Gotham needs a bat person.
Yeah.
For all we know, Dick doesn't exist, so,
Is that a lesbian?
Well, she is a lesbian.
I was going to say, is that a lesbian
Dick does
show?
not exist. But no, I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I like the dynamic between her and Alice because she is willing to kill her and she has to like overcome her bloodthirst for vengeance and learn about justice. But she's been in the criminal element. Like, she doesn't come from privilege.
That's what she said, yeah.
Yeah, so, I like that idea because like I say all the time now, Batman's been out of touch for a very long time. How are we going to use this? So
that's what I said. I'm here for it. Charlie's here for it.
Well, Charlie's here for Woman Bat. He wants Woman Bat to be a thing, and I'm like, no, there's only one Kurt.
I think he thinks that kryptonite bullet is going to turn her, it's going to be a...
Well, it's radiation's radiation.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's going to give her cancer if nothing else. She's not going to...
Well, I mean, it's the DC universe, so, kryptonite gives you strange powers if you're down in Smallville.
well, that's what I was going to tell him. I'm like, do you think CW has the budget to do a decent Woman Bat?
Well, it would be from behind. It'd be very much Teen Wolf in the shadows, practical stuff, but from the shadows, and Maybe. You can do a lot with practical stuff.
Maybe.
I'm interested to see where it goes, but I'm not fully invested because I know. I just know. I would be shocked and surprised. Although they did cancel Black Lightning. Black Lightning is going to be its last season, so. If you know what I'm saying, not to be an a-hole, they might actually keep Batwoman around for season 3.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
if it's Legends last season, then it's in the budget. You know what I'm saying? If it's Legends last season, Black Lightning's gone. I could see Batwoman getting to season 3.
And yeah, and I know you were saying, watch Flash's last season be season 8, and then you could do it, have Batwoman.
Well, and then we're building out that Stargirl world as well. Legend has it. So I'd be interested to see. I think they kind of want that more for the teen stuff, and then they could keep Batwoman and kind of build out the more adult side of the DC TV spectrum. But I heard that they're really not, they're kind of done with being in the business. If you've noticed, they've kind of moved everything to HBO Max.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think Stargirl might be the DC show, period, and that's all that they do.
Oh yeah, I think if anything, if any show's going to be on HBO Max after the Arrowverse is gone.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. If they do get rid of Batwoman, then Stargirl's just the staple because Warner Brothers does own half of CW, so they want to have that presence and they want to get that teen loyalty built in and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of see it going. That's what makes the most sense to me. But AT&T does not make sense. So we'll have to just see. But I am rooting for season 3, but I'm ready to have my heart broken at any moment. Because the ratings are abysmal. It's on Sunday. They couldn't even put it on after The Flash if they wanted to.
Oh, yeah, because Superman Lois is going to be there, yeah.
That too, I feel like Superman could have helmed his own night, and I guess that's what they're kind of trying to figure out if he actually can. And actually boost ratings for another show because CW's struggling across the board right now. I mean, all of network TV is.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's streaming because that's what's out. That's what has the most content. And people are just addicted to binging now at this point.
Yeah, they can't shoot as fast. Yeah.
Yeah. So, honestly, though, I think once season 2 is done, is that going to go to CW or is it going to go to HBO Max?
What?
You know how, after the Arrowverse is usually, or all the shows on CW are done, they usually go to Netflix? I don't know if that contract is up yet. But I think that if it's not, and season 2 goes to Netflix and everybody's able to binge it, I think that's where it's going to find its life at.
It might be HBO Max because I thought season 1 was already on HBO Max. Because I think if not, even if the other one...
If it is, then that's not good. I think they should make the one exception to have Batwoman season 2 on Netflix because it needs it. It needs to find its audience. It needs to find its legs. It needs to build its buzz.
Yeah, Batwoman season 1's on HBO Max.
Oh, we're doomed. We're doomed. We're so doomed. Because HBO Max just doesn't have a huge subscription base. It is known. It's not a secret. And, I just don't feel like that's a viable solution for season 2 to be binged. It's just not enough exposure. Who has more exposure than Netflix other than Disney Plus? You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe they'll do the reruns over the summer or something to get more exposure for her.
Hopefully, yeah.
If they want to go forward, like I said, I don't know. Like if Legends and Black Lightning are gone, they're probably going to be forced to keep it. So we'll see. But I'm here for it. I'd love to see what they have in store for the rest of the season. Like I said, I only knew up to episode 3. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious to see how the rest of the season plays out. And if they actually get Ruby Rose back. I don't think they are. Hashtag spoilers. So all your Kate dreams might be dashed. But they are definitely baiting the audience with that option, and I find it interesting. And the best thing about this episode this week, her little connection, and she picks up the Batwoman diaries again.
Oh yeah, Dear Kate.
I was like, oh, long Halloween reference. Okay.
Dear Kate.
Dear Bruce. I was like, oh my god, I forgot about those. But I like that they kind of added that little connection.
Oh yeah.
So I thought that was cool. They tried. They tried the best they could.
But I just wanted to shout out real quick. I know you're not reading DC right at the moment, but Batman Dark Detective.
4 years to go.
Batman Dark Detective #2. I think I'm enjoying
Dark Detective? What multiverse is that from?
Well, no, that's actually Bruce Wayne, the Bruce Wayne one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yikes.
This is the one I'm liking the most, I think, out of Future State. Yeah, just because, he's basically just hiding out. He's renting an apartment somewhere from this, crazy guy. And, yeah, he's basically just wearing a tactical suit. He's not even wearing a cape or nothing. And just...
Because no capes. Duh. That's just for flamboyant vigilantism. I'm just saying. Incredibles had it right. No capes.
Well, the new Batman has a cape.
Idiot.
Oh, and then the backup story, Red Hood is working as, I guess he's working for the magistrate, hunting down masks with his,
anything to shoot him up. I get you. I feel you, buddy.
With his
you got an axe to grind. We know, buddy.
With his partner, Rose Wilson.
Shut the front door. I ship it so hard. It makes so much sense. They both have so much baggage with their father figures. So, that's actually good. Mm-hmm. How's the dynamic, though? I mean, in theory, but, who's writing that?
Let me see if there's someone else on the backup. But, yeah, this was the first part of the backup, so they did a different backup in the first.
I'm going to need that in real life in 5 years when I start reading. I'm gonna need that to be a thing.
Joshua Williamson.
Okay.
But no, it's pretty good. And, the other book that's been pretty good, I know, spinoff of a spinoff, but Batman White Knight Harley Quinn. Again, single mother Harley Quinn hunting down a serial killer.
Huh.
Because Batman's in jail, Joker's dead.
And the Joker got away.
Oh, and you know who's been helping her? You know who this guy is?
Who's that?
Duke.
I was just about to say, don't even tell me that's where Duke went. Don't even tell me. He's helping the white lady. Come on.
Well, he's
DC Comics. Don't you ever change.
He's kind of like her babysitter. He's like, the cops want someone to babysit Harley,
Yeah, give it to the black guy. Sure. He could have been future Batman, but nope. Babysitting Harley Quinn.
I think.
But no, that's pretty good. I did like Harley in the White Knight universe, to be honest, because they actually had made her competent.
Oh yeah.
And they remembered that she had a brain, that she was a pretty smart lady.
Oh yeah, she's playing detective here, trying to hunt down this serial killer. Yeah.
So yeah, in 4 more years, I'll be glad to pick that up. I have a little list. I'll put it on the list.
Okay, so back to the story we were talking. Phil, were you implying Brannick was hard up for a date for a partner? Get it, the blue pill joke?
Yeah, I get it.
What's this, Chad? Dark Multiverse Duke is amazing.
Is he?
Are you talking about that Tales of the Dark Multiverse issue, Chad? Which one? Oh, the Dark Metal one? Is that the one you were talking about?
I don't know how anybody's into that universe.
That is
the most soulless, heartless cash grab I could ever imagine.
Because that was an issue with Dick Grayson. Yeah, he was that's kind of guitar weapon. It's basically.
Okay. I mean, they're taking away Cyborg in all media.
Yeah.
So
I think
they need something.
I think we are talking about the same issue. Yeah, dude just hunts Dark Batman.
Nice. He's got an axe to grind too. Bruce makes enemies everywhere he goes. Just saying.
Chad, shh. We actually got a second without a Batman Who Laughs story. Shh.
Yes. Well, you know, Joker's the thing, baby. I'm so curious to see what that ongoing is going to be like. I'm so curious. Are they still going forward with that?
What, the series?
Yeah.
I think so. As far as I know, yeah. I think March starts #1. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. They're actually still doing it. They didn't back out.
Yeah,
okay.
no. As far as I know, yeah. Joker's.
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to have somebody spoil it for me because I'm interested.
I'm gonna pick up at least the first issue. So yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna give it more like that Joker movie vibe with Joaquin Phoenix. We live in a society. Batman's a jackass.
Yeah, it's supposedly, yeah.
Okay.
Simply titled The Joker.
Interesting times we live in.
Oh.
You know what? I might break the embargo for that one, and we might have to talk it here.
Because there's one man that's going to be on the Joker's tail trying to bring him in. You know who that is? It's not Batman.
Well, duh.
It's Jim Gordon.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I guess Barbara, Dick, Jason, everybody's busy.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, no! And there's gonna be a backup story.
What's any clue what the backup story is?
The backup story is gonna be Punchline.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Y'all might not like Punchline, but I get what they're doing with Punchline. Y'all might not see the big picture, but I see it. I mean, I'm kind of sad that her book got canceled and she's relegated to a backup, but it is what it is.
Oh, is this just
very interesting commentary to be had there, if written well.
Is this just for #1? Because I think Joker's gonna be 40-page, $4.99. Oh, maybe every issue 40 pages for $4.99.
That's not bad. I've seen worse.
I mean, you're getting a backup too, so
yeah. I may have to break the embargo just for this first issue.
Oh.
So something to be aware of. You might want to pick that up.
Yeah, we'll talk it here, kids. No worries.
Absolutely, we won't bother Charlie with that nonsense.
Oh, especially if there's a Punchline backup.
Exactly. Old men hate Punchline. It's true because every single old comic YouTuber commentator on YouTube absolutely hates Punchline. All the young kids, I'm just saying it's a thing that I've noticed. That is hashtag not my Punchline. Hashtag not my Harley. You know. Yeah. Seriously.
I mean, like I told you, I don't care either way. I just want to see them do something interesting with her.
And they have been. If you've actually been paying attention to the whole thing about Punchline, there's interesting commentary to be had there. And I'm just surprised such hardened comic book reviewers don't get it. They don't see it. It's really weird. But enough about that. Let's tell the kids what we're doing next week and pay some bills.
Oh, nice.
Just what Rob loves to hear.
Give me some plugs. All right, let's see. Pull up the old schedules here. Okay, so I believe I remember what's next.
Don't ask me. Wait, no. I mean, I don't know. You could probably get to your calendar faster than I can.
I just work here. No, I got it. No, yes. So
I just show up and look pretty and spout big words, and then I'm done.
Yeah, sir. Yes, next time, Detective Comics 618 through 621, the worst day of Tim Drake's life.
I mean, other than actually deciding he wanted to be Batman's sidekick.
Hey-oh. And followed up by Detective Comics 622 through 624.
Ooh.
Very different. Well, there'll be basically 2 storylines going through those issues. And then jump to some Batman issues. Batman 433. Oh, that's right. In 3 weeks, Batman 433 through 435. The Many Deaths of the Batman. It's a mystery.
Exactly. We're solving a mystery, kids. Get out your murder boards and your red yarn.
So you got a lot of good classic Batman coming up, kids. So email.
Do your homework or be spoiled.
I was going to say, Chad, you can send us feedback. You don't have to sit in the car.
No. I love the early morning trolling. It's the best. Don't you ever change, Chad.
You're a man after a Lilith's own heart. Or what passes for a heart. Anyway, so yes. Send your feedback on all those to capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, follow We Are the Knights,
the Batman podcast
on Facebook.
But also, Nobody Tell Brian.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Nobody Tell Brian!
We're going to get 20 articles on dumpsters.
The dumpster trilogy, apparently.
Every time a dumpster showed up in a comic book, the five best stories with dumpsters and the 5 worst stories with dumpsters.
And ones we're curious to see.
Will the new Joker series have a dumpster in it?
Nobody tell Brian.
That's going to be a dumpster fire all on its own, but you ain't heard that from me.
Nice. So follow us on Facebook, Twitter. You can find us The Batman Podcast. Facebook, Twitter. You can find links to this YouTube channel. Links to Patreon for Lilith Hellfire's hard R movie reviews. Oh, yes.
Little merch. Stay hydrated.
Cups. Phone cases. T-shirts. That's right. Might even be stickers on there. But yes, so links to everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And Lilith's favorite, remember to support your sponsors, Tweaked Audio.
Having trouble hearing? Would you like to hear us in crystal clear HD audio? Well, better get yourself some sweet headphones, kids.
That's right, HD quality sound. Block out the real world. Do you hear women?
Why do you think I have over ear?
Do you hear women getting murdered in your neighborhood? Yes, get some.
Do you live in Bloodhaven? Do you need to block out the signs of sirens?
Or you can literally pretend you're in this issue and hunt a killer.
Michelle Gray always could use your help. And it's always great to stay inside and do a little team building, date night, panic room in a box.
That's right. Date night.
And you can still reuse that code, Southgate.
Yes, for both of those for a handy discount.
Coupons.
Or if you're a learned type, you could get pick up Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. Learn all about podcasting and the podcaster journey from the experts in the field. Me,
and of course,
me,
Rob Southgate.
I was gonna say me and your wife, and Rob. So
and Rob Southgate.
What did you say?
Rob Southgate.
Yeah.
So yes, you can find that on Amazon. And when you do, use the link for Southgate Media Group. Oh yeah, hey, Valentine's Day is coming up, kids.
Galentine's Day is coming up, ladies.
Oh my!
Gather your friends on the Zoom call. Get those white elephant gifts off of Amazon. There you go.
Seriously, no matter what, go to Amazon. Use the link for Southgate.
You know you need toilet paper.
Right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and that dumpster diver himself, Rob, Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain.
I was going to say the stash in the office. No, not Jim Gordon, Robert Southgate.
Come on, Phil, say Gotham.
Your weak sauce. Mark my words.
Lilith.
If you nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs, I am live tweeting Batwoman every Sunday, and I do. It's 8 o'clock, right? I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sundays, 8 o'clock. So join me at Lilith Hellfire. If you like pictures of puppies, cold pressed juices, and smoothies, Lilith Hellfire 86 for the personal stuff. And for that memes, at Lilith Hellfire 69 on TikTok and the gram.
Bye, Felicia.
No.
Keep it simple, stupid.
What?
It's DC. Oh, Jason, what did you do? Oh, wait. That's in a couple of issues.
Yes, we already covered that, Lil. Oh, no, not the one. Oh, not the one where
yeah, not that one. Not yet.
Yeah.
Not in the face.
I want to see that drink come out your nose. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Remember, next week, 1 week, oh, and the return of someone from one of our earlier issues. That's right. One of the return of we saw early on in the podcast. All right, everyone, come back next time. Next week, same bat.
Same bat time. Same bat channel.
See!
We